Hey, Miss Marion here. We are going to talk about volume of a sphere. So make sure that you have your note page and you're filling out different things along with this because you'll actually need to go ahead and write down some formulas and then actually go ahead and go through some stuff. So as before we actually start, we're going to go ahead and do some warm-ups, get ready for solving equations themselves. Go ahead and write these down on your warm-up page and the front page, and then go ahead and answer those, and then we'll go ahead and go through them together. All right, let's go ahead and go through number 1. So we have 6 equals 1 minus 2n plus 5. So first of all, let's go ahead and let's combine like terms on the same side. So I'm going to combine my 1 and my positive 5. 1 plus 5 is 6, and we have negative 2n still left over, and then the other 6. Now let's go ahead and let's look at it. And so this 6 wants to be over here. This 6 is positive. How do I move a positive person? I'm going to subtract it from both sides. 6 minus 6 is 0. And we still have negative 2n. Then negative 2 and n, they are multiplying. So then we are going to go ahead and divide. And we're going to divide by negative 2 on both sides. 0 divided by negative 2 is 0. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 is 1 and leaves n by itself. So number 1, n equals 0. Let's go ahead and look at number 2. Number 2 is 5p minus 14 equals 8p plus 4. I'm going to look at it, see is there anything that I can combine on either side? There is not. So then I'm going to take all of my variables, my letters, and I'm going to put them on the left-hand side. So this is a positive 8n. So I'm going to subtract off, positive 8p. So I'm going to subtract off 8p from both sides. We're going to leave 4 on the right-hand side. Positive and negative p, they make it 0. 5 minus 8p is negative 3p. And then the minus 14. Then the negative 14, it wants to be with the 4. So we're going to go ahead, because it is subtract 14, we are going to add 14. So we have negative 3p equals positive negative 14, go away. 4 plus 14 is 18. And then negative p and 3, negative 3 and p, they are multiplying, so we're going to go ahead and divide by negative 3 on both sides. Negative 3 divided by negative 3 is 1, leaves p by itself. 18 divided by negative 3 is negative 6. So on number 2, p equals negative 6. All right, let's go ahead and look at number 3. Number 3 is negative 20 equals negative 4x minus 6x. Now I'm going to look at it and go, okay, is there anything I can combine on either side? I can combine the negative 4x and a negative 6x. How many x's do I have? I have negative 10x. If I combine those together first. Still have negative 20. Negative 10 is multiplying the x, so we're going to divide by negative 10 on both sides. Negative 20 divided by negative 10 is positive 2. Negative 10 divided by negative 10 is 1, and it leaves x by itself. So number 3, x equals 2. All right, let's look at number 4. We have 5n plus 34 equals negative 2, parentheses, 1 minus 7n. So first thing we're going to go ahead and do on here is multiplying our negative 2. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2, minus negative 2 times 7n is negative 14n, and then minus a negative we also know is big old plus, right? We still have the 5n and plus, and then the 34. Next, I want to go ahead and move all my variables to be on the left-hand side. If we go ahead and do that, I want to go ahead and I want to move the positive 14n to be over here with the 5n. It's positive, so then I'm going to subtract off 14n from both sides of the equation. 5 minus 14 is negative 9n. 5n plus 34 equals, and then we have that negative 2 still left over. From here, the positive 34 wants to be over here with his friend. So it's a positive 34, so we're going to subtract off 34. So we're going to have negative 9, and positive negative 34 make it 0. Negative 2 minus 34. Put in your calculator exactly how it looks. Negative 2 minus 34 is negative 36. Negative 9 and n, they are multiplying, so we are going to divide by negative 9 on both sides. Negative 9 divided by negative 9 is 1. It leaves n by itself. And then negative 36 divided by negative 9 is a positive 4. So number 4 is 4. All right, number 5, last of all. So we have 2 multiplied by 4x minus 3 minus 8 equals 4 plus 2x. First of all, let's do our distributive property. So we're going to take 2 multiplied by 4x is 8x minus 2 times 3, which is 6. So I'll have minus 8 equals 4 plus and then 2x. From here, let's go ahead and combine like terms on both sides. So on the left-hand side, I have a negative 6 and a negative 8. And if we have negative 6 minus 8, or both of those negatives together, we have negative 14. 8x still stays there, equals, then we have 4 plus 2x. From here, we want to go ahead and put all of our variables on the left-hand side. How do I move a positive 2x? Oh, I'm going to go ahead and put a negative 2x with it. 8 minus 2 is 6. Still have minus 14. 4, positive negative 2x go away. Now negative 14 wants to be over here with his friend. So how do I move a negative 14? I'm going to add 14 to both sides. We have 6x, positive negative 14 go away. 4 plus 14 is 18. 6 and x, they are multiplying. So we are going to divide. 6 divided by 6 is 1, leaves x by itself. 18 divided by 6 is 3. So the answer for number 5 is 3. So let's go ahead and move into our notes for today. What we need to learn today is the formula for a sphere. It is v equals 4 over 3 times pi times our radius cubed. Go ahead and write this formula on your notes in that little line area. You will need this formula. Make sure you get that formula and you understand it. So let's go ahead and let's go through example number 1. It says if a sphere has a radius of 1.5, what is the volume? So remember, we just barely wrote it down. Our formula is v equals 4 over 3 times pi times radius cubed. Let's go ahead and put in the information that we know. So our radius is 1.5. So we're going to say 4 over 3 times pi times, and then we have this 1.5 being cubed. We are going to use 3.14 for our pi. So we're going to say 4 over 3 times 3.14 times 1.5. How you put it in your calculator is this little caret sign. Looks kind of like a rooftop. But if you put all of that in there, exactly how it is typed in there, and press enter, our volume is going to be 14.13, and then it is in centimeters, so it'll be centimeters cubed. Make sure that you write down these steps on your notes so that you know how to do it, so you can go back and look at it further. Here is example number 2. Notice with example number 2, we have a sphere. We have this 10. Remember, this 10 is actually the diameter. Diameter goes all the way across. So my diameter is 10. So my radius, remember, is my diameter divided by 2. So we're going to say 10 divided by 2. Oh, what is that? Well, that's 5. So my radius is actually 5. This is the number that we're going to put into our equation. Remember, our equation is y equals 4 over 3 times pi times radius cubed. So we're going to put in our calculator 4 over 3 times. Remember, we're using 3.14 for for our pi, and then we're going to have 5, and then this caret 3, and the caret tells us it's going to be an exponent. Go ahead and put all of that into your calculator, and we are going to get 523.3333, right? And it says to round it to the nearest hundredths. So remember, the hundredths is the tenths, it's the 2 decimal places. We're going to look at the guy next to him. So if that number next to him, if it's 5 or above, give the original a shove. If not, we're going to keep it the same. So our answer is going to be 523.33, and ours is centimeters, and then cubed. That would be our answer. Here is example number 3. Find the volume of the falling sphere with a radius of 9 inches. So our radius is already given to us. So we have our radius equals 9. Again, our formula is 4/3 times pi times radius cubed. So we're going to have it as 4/3 times 3.14 is what we're using for pi, times, and then we have 9 caret 3. Okay, go ahead and put all that into your calculator, press enter, and we're going to get our volume as 3052.08, and then we have inches. Remember, it's going to be inches cubed, and this would be our volume for this one. Again, make sure that you're writing down these steps in your workbook, in your notes, so that you know how to go ahead and do this. All right, here is example number 4. It says find the volume of the falling sphere with a diameter of 24 inches. Remember that we have a diameter, right? And our diameter, so our radius is our diameter divided by 24. Divided by 2. So we're going to take that diameter, and we are going to divide it by 2. So we're going to have that 24 divided by 2. So our radius is going to go ahead and be 12. So our formula is 4/3 times 3.14 times 12. And then remember, we have it caret 3 is how we put it in our calculator. If we do that, our volume is going to be 7,234.56 meters. Okay, remember it's meters cubed, and this would be our volume. So this is our goal today, to be able to go ahead and understand and know the formula for a sphere, and then be able to use it and figure out the volume of the spheres. So have a good day. Thanks. Bye.